Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Elise from Discovering Elise, and today is another day. Today is Tuesday. Just got through seeing my client for today, and I am just grabbing me something to eat, and I decided to try this what is it called, Lord? From McDonald's. I'm at McDonald's. You know I don't like McDonald's, but I do like the fries. But this is the Dolce de Leche frappe. So I'm trying that. It's new. Wow, it's pretty good, guys. Tastes better than that Starbucks. And it was only $4 for this medium, so it's like $3 for the small four, and I think maybe $5 for the large. But it's good. I don't have to add anything extra to it. It's good, but it's probably a lot of calories though. But it's really good. And I just got some fries. That's all. But I haven't been able to do my scriptures of the day because I had left them in this car, and you know I was riding with Tweety. I still need to get somebody to put my battery in, but it's been cranking. It was kind of like hesitating a little bit to crank this morning, but it's cranking now. So let me go ahead and do the scriptures. All right, so I'm gonna go with the scripture of today. Hope you guys are well. Sawabona, Sani Bunani to all of my South African friends. Giapila and Johnny. Giapila, I am well. Hope you are. See if anyone just kind of pops out. So maybe that one might be just. Well, as I have loved you, love one another. John 13 and 34. What you guys been up to? Ooh. I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come from? I thought it was from whence cometh my help, but I think this is like the New English version or something like that. My help comes from the Lord who made the heaven and earth. Psalms 121, 1 and 2. Oh, I got my nails done, y'all. Y'all like it? Just some plain little maroon, like fallish color red. Can't go wrong with a little sexy red nail. I like red nails. I think they look, I mean, when I was younger I didn't really like it because I feel like it was older, but now I'm older, I like it. Okay, here's one that popped up. Because he bends down to listen, I will pray as long as I have breath. I think I pulled this one before. Psalms 116 and 2. Let me just do one more since I pulled that one before. Okay. Pray about everything, worry about nothing. Philippians 4 and 6. I need this one. Pray about everything, worry about nothing. Let go and let God. Give that to God. Give all your cares, your worries, your stress to God. Pray about everything, worry about nothing. Philippians 4 and 6. I need to get that tattooed on me too. Because, well, that one is Philippians 4 and 13. You know, that's my scripture. And my dad always said, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Maybe I need a deep dive more in Philippians. Pray about everything, worry about nothing. Okay, that one was for me. All right, guys. Go ahead and read these scriptures at your own leisure. Gather your own understanding and discernment from the Word of God. And let me go ahead and get to the affirmation cards. Once I have these, because I have so many of these cards, I'm going to switch them out because I have like a lot. It was a lot and they are different. Okay, this one says upliftment. Daily, by seeking the light and positivity within me and around me, I am uplifted to live my life fully. Do y'all like this? I hope y'all like this when I do these. Let me hurry up because my fries is getting cold. Okay, this one. Beauty. I see beauty everywhere and it fills me with joy and gratitude. Comment below and tell me something that you guys are grateful for. Service. I show up fully to serve with love and compassion. Okay. And you know, like these little affirmation cards, I think I told you guys before, but you can use these as journal prompts if you want, or you know, just ponder on them, and if it doesn't apply, let it fly is what they say. All right, these are the pretty I am cards. These like to stick together a lot, so I'll just pull this one since it's sticking up. I have the power to create change. Yeah. We all have the power. God gave us the willpower, a power of choice. Like we have to make our own choices. And it's funny how like the choices you make will lead you down different path, but we just have to believe that though we might go down a rocky path, that it's always going to lead us to the correct way, the correct path, our intended destination. I am already abundant beyond measure. I received that. I am already abundant beyond measure. Another one. Okay. I strengthen my inner world to meet my outer world with grace. I mean, you gotta do some inner work so you can be your best self. That's how I take that. Do some inner work. I strengthen my inner world to meet my outer world with grace. So you can be your best self out in public. You do your inner work so you can be out in public. When you face your trials and your confrontations and your problems, you're equipped because you've done that inner work to face the world, the trials and tribulations of the world. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to eat my little lunch and drink my good old delicious frappe, and I'll pick you guys back up in a minute. So guys, a time was had today. Not a good time. So I'm on my way to a client. Y'all see me at the gas station, right? So I ended up having to be at that gas station for like almost an hour and a half. Stopped to get some gas on my way to a client, which was 2 hours away. So I was driving 2 hours to go see a client, and then, you know, I have to drive 2 hours back. So, you know, my car been acting iffy. I did get a battery, but I just have to get somebody to put it in. So I figure, you know, since I've been driving around, you know, the alternator will pick up, and the, you know, the slack for the battery, because you know it runs off the alternator, not the battery, blah blah blah. Anyway, so I've been driving for 45 minutes already before I had stopped at that gas station.
0.1 miles. Turn right.
Okay, that's better. It wasn't centered. So yeah, I had been driving like 45 minutes on, you know, and just fine. It cranked. It kind of hesitated when I cranked it, but since I've been driving, I would think it would be fine. So I stopped at a gas station. Something was telling me, my intuition, the Lord was telling me not to cut the car off. So I left the car running while I went in there and paid for the gas. Went in there, paid for the gas, came out. I didn't, you know, you're supposed to turn your car off when you pump the gas. So in case of a spark or something might fly and then cause, you know, an explosion. We don't want that. So I said, well, it's been running all this time, so I'm just gonna turn it off, pump the gas, turn it back on. 2 seconds. Well, I mean, I guess it took maybe like a minute or so to pump the gas, to fill the car up or whatever. Get back in the car won't start. Okay, so I have jumper cables. I have jumper cables in the back. So I'm in this like sundown town, mind you. And so I didn't want to just go up and ask some random person, you know, with all the climate of this United States and how people are acting and the racism and whatever. So I didn't want to just go up to ask some random person, not knowing if they were going to be racist or not. So the cashier was a black guy. So I went in there. The cashier had came out to have a smoke break. So I went to him and asked him, could he give me a jump? And he told me to go ask the white guy inside, which I'm assuming was his supervisor or his boss or whoever. So I went back in, asked the white guy, is it okay for the black guy outside to give me a jump? He said yes. So this guy comes over, this big buff dude. You know, I'm thinking, oh yeah, damsel in distress, I can just give him the jumper cables, he'll put them on, even though I know how to do it. My dad taught me how to jump cars, how to change tires, all this stuff, right? Check all my gate, you know, my fluids, blah blah blah. My dad taught me that as a female. So I would suggest dads, teach your daughters that, and I gotta teach Jamaica. But anyway, so when she gets her car, I'll teach her. But anyway, so where was I at? Okay, so big buff guy. I asked him to give me a jump. He said, okay, whatever. He comes over with his car. He's not even close enough to the car, first of all. That should have let me know he don't know what the heck he's doing. So I'm like, you need to pull up. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes, you need to pull up. It's not going to reach. So he tries to stretch the jumper cables from his car to mine. See, it didn't reach. So then he end up, okay, he's going to pull up. No, this time, okay, backtrack. He goes to with the, you know, the red and the black. You know, the jumper cables have a red, a positive and a negative, the red and the black, and it goes according on your battery, right? So he goes, he has his car lifted up. This is before he tried to stretch it to my car. He lifts his hood. He's like, oh, I don't even know which one it goes on. I'm like, so the positive and the negative, the black is the negative, the red is the positive. And he's like, I don't know which one is the negative. I was like, okay, it's got like a little plus and a minus. So I showed him the plus and the minus. So he's like, okay. And then he put it on there, And then I'm like, well, you're gonna have to pull up because you're not close enough. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes. You're gonna have to pull up a little bit. And so I didn't want to be sarcastic. I'm still being nice because he's doing me a favor. He's jumping my car. So he tries to stretch the jumper cables from his car to mine. Obviously it did not reach. So he's like, okay, let me pull it up. So he goes and takes the jumper cables, is still attached to his battery, the other end, and just threw it in his hood. So the end that's supposed to hook to my car falls down into his engine bed, and his fans are spinning, and it starts sparking on his fans. Now if that would have got caught up in his fans, it would have messed up his whole engine. So I reached my hand, which was super dangerous. I reached my hand. These cars are driving insane. I reached my hand inside and grab up the jumper cables, not thinking about the jumper cables or my jumper cables getting destroyed. I'm thinking about his engine getting tore up, and he's trying to help me, right? So I reach my hand, he's in the car, he's about to pull the car up, and I'm still standing there with He could have ran me over. I could have got my hand chopped off, whatever. But I grabbed it, it was sparking and stuff, and I got it out from the hood. I'm like, you almost tore up your car. I said, you just, he was like, oh, my bad. I mean, my bad. I was like, okay. So he pulls up closer. Then he's like, he takes the jumper cables like he knows what he's doing. He's like, oh, you must know what you're doing. I'm like, yeah, I know how to do it. And then he was like, oh, let me put it on there for you. So he goes and tries to put it, and he still didn't know which one it goes to, red and black, positive, negative. Okay, guys, so anyway, so I take it and I put it on there, and then he takes it again from my hand to put it on there, which it didn't stay. So I ended up taking it back and putting it on there, and it's on there. But the car, you know, my car, all right, so I have a push start car, and for some reason when the car, okay, so the car was not cranked when I turned it off, but the radio was still on. So you know how you can kind of turn your car on and you can get the radio and the lights and stuff in the side without already like turning the ignition, right? So that's how it was when I turned it off, the radio was on. So it's attached to his car with the jumper cables. He has his car running, and so I get in my car to try to crank it, but the brake is really stiff. It would not push, it wouldn't do nothing, and it just kept saying, look in your engine, look in your book, my manual, to see how to shut the car off. And I'm trying, like, what? Shut the car off? And it just wouldn't shut off. Like, I couldn't push the button to turn it off. I couldn't do anything. The pedal, I couldn't push the pedal because you have to push the pedal to push the button. Nothing worked. So then he comes over there like asking me what was going on and why did it crank, and maybe it needs more time. That's what he said. So I'm knowing that I have to turn the car off to turn it back on in order for the ignition to turn over. So I'm trying to figure it out, trying to read the book, because he's like got to go back in because his break is over or whatever. He got to go back in, and he's still out there with me. So I feel really, really bad, like, you know, taking his time away. He don't know what the heck is going on, whatever. So long story short, these cars, like, you have to turn them off a special way if the car is still on and the battery dies. So I couldn't find it in the manual. I ended up looking up a YouTube video. This is after he took the car off. He was like, well, maybe you need to just call AAA or something. I was like, yeah, sure. I'm going to call AAA or call my insurance. I have roadside on my insurance, and I thanked him or whatever. He took the jumper cables off, gave me my cables, and he went on back to work. So I was like, am I okay sitting here by the pump? And he's like, yeah, sure, you're okay. So I'm still sitting by the pump looking on YouTube, trying to figure out how to turn the car off, because I know if I turn the car off, then if I gotta jump again, then it would crank back up, because, you know, it has to be off to turn back on. These cars, right? Not just like a regular ignition switch, like. And then I can't even imagine how it is with electric cars when stuff goes on. It's just like, the more technology, the more ease you get, pushing buttons, all this stuff, the worse stuff is. Okay, so I'm sitting here trying to figure out, call Tweety. Tweety's on her way to come up here, because I'm thinking I'm gonna have to get the car towed back to Charlotte. Excuse me, I'm talking too much. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have to get a car towed back to Charlotte. So I called Tweety. Tweety is on her way. She leaves work to come out here to help me, which is like an hour. She's like an hour away from where I was at. So I was halfway to the client. So I'm sitting here, and then I finally come across a YouTube. It tells me how to turn the car off. So I go on, it says to go on the menu on the car, on the dash, go through the menu, and then it's like under safety, then it's like a safety and something else I had to go through, and then it said shut off ignition or something like that. So then I'm supposed to push okay, push the brake, push okay again, hold okay down. It's like, it was like a series of things I had to push and push and push. Then take the key fob and touch it against the touch start. It was like a whole series of things that I had to do, like you wouldn't know to do unless you were like a mechanic or something like that. So did that, did all of the steps. It said I had to watch it a few times because it was like so many steps. And then put the key fob on there and whatever, and it turned off. So I'm like, it turned off. So I'm sitting there with the car turned off, try to crank it up again. It didn't work, turned it off. So it turned back off. So then Tweety eventually came and pulled up, and then we hooked it up. As soon as she put her car on there, now this, mind you, the dude had like a big truck, like a big body truck. So his battery would have like immediately powered up my car if, I don't know. And Tweety hooked it up and it started like 2 seconds. It started and we let it run for a minute and got it started or whatever. Ended up leaving my car. I pulled my car into the grocery store parking lot of that area and went ahead and did that, drove Tweety with Tweety in the car and drove to that assignment. She stayed in the car. It was like at a facility, so you know, nobody knew she was in the car, and plus her windows was tinted. They didn't know she was in the car. And then I went inside the facility to see the client. Everything was hidden. No PHI was available because I keep everything in my little zip bag or whatever. So ended up seeing the client, coming back. So like, I'm not going to get home until 5 o'clock. So I've been all day. This has been an all day thing. I was supposed to see that client at 1 o'clock. Ended up seeing him like 2:15. Got the car. I'm in the car, obviously. I'm with you guys in my car. Tweety is going on. She zoomed past me in the express lane. I'm like, girl, you supposed to be behind me if something else pop off with this car. Now I'm gonna be stuck. You gonna have to turn around and come right back again. She done zoomed past an express lane. So I'm on my way home now safely, but I just want to let you guys know today has been a day. I was supposed to be getting up here vlogging, talking to you guys while I drove to the client. You know how I do when I get in a car and do car talks. Man, this has been a day and a half, and tomorrow I got another long drive to see some clients. Like pretty much this week I have like clients that are pretty far away. And it has to be the week like when my car is like acting stupid. I need to get somebody put this battery. The brand new battery is in the back of the Jeep back there. Brand new battery. But the reason why I didn't put it in, it's like so many like bolts. Like I've never seen the way the Jeep has it like bolted in. It's like so many screws and stuff on top of the battery. It's just weird. Usually it's like the two little things holding it down and maybe like a strap or something holding it down. No, my battery is in there and it's secure, man. They make sure that thing is secure. So I'm gonna have to go to a mechanic, let them put it in, because I don't feel like trying to fool with that. Unscrew it, and it looks like my hood is not closed. I mean, I swear, it's like something every single time. Let me get over, and I don't want to even pull my car over to stop it. Okay, I got about 8 miles to go, and I just now noticed that this hood is like not quite closed. Long as it's still running, long as I keep it running, I think I'll be fine. But I don't think it's closed on that side. And I've been just flying. You know how dangerous that would be if the hood flew up? Have mercy on me, God. What is going on? what is going on? The traffic is crazy. People are driving crazy. I'm gonna have me a glass of wine today. I need a glass of wine today, just to unwind. I have a class today. I'm signed up for this class to learn about stocks and trading. So I'm super excited about that. That's later on tonight. But I need a glass of wine. Go home. Start dinner and have me a glass of wine. Because today has been a day, guys. Today has been a day. Life has been lifing on me. Things have been thinging, and just stuff has been stuffing, and just it's been crazy. It's been so crazy. Today has been crazy. The guy didn't know what he was doing. It's like, Lord, can't be use your little feminine energy and just be like, oh, I'm a damsel in distress. No, I get a guy that don't know what the heck he doing. I still got to wear the pants. Terrible. 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 Man, okay. These cars, these people, and people have been, it's just been like something weird in the air. Ever since the election, I don't know, probably even before then, just that, just weirdness going on. People being strange, people driving crazy. Guys, y'all just don't know. What is it? I know I'm not the only one that feel it. It just is a weirdness in the air. Weird, 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 weird. So guys, my battery is about to die on my camera. I cannot charge you guys in the car, obviously, because it'll drain whatever juices in this little crazy battery that I got going on right now. So I am gonna get off now. I am let me see if I can, while I'm stuck in this traffic, I can pull some scriptures and stuff, because don't we need it? We need it. We need Jesus. We need the Lord in our lives. Y'all probably think I'm crazy. We need the Lord. Lord, please help me. It says, where God guides, he provides. Lord, I need you to provide for me. The Lord hears when I call him. Oh, let me see what this is. Isaiah 58:11. Where God guides, he provides. Isaiah 58:11. The Lord hears when I call him. Lord, I've been calling you all day. You heard me because the car did crank. And I thank you, and I'm grateful. Psalms 4:3. Let's do one more. Faith does not make things easy. It makes them possible. Luke 1:37. Okay, got faith. All right, and this one more. This is on the top. What is impossible for people is possible with God. And that's Luke 18:27. You guys read these scriptures at your leisure to gather understanding of the Word of God, and I hope that helps someone in some way. And let me go ahead and do the put that away. Do the affirmations. I'm almost home, guys. The traffic is insane. I got 5 miles to go. And I hope I got 10% on this battery. Let me hurry up. Wisdom. I practice knowledge, and it transforms into wisdom within me. Wisdom. I practice knowledge, and it transforms into wisdom within me. Upliftment. Daily, by seeking the light and positivity within me and around me, I am uplifted to live my life fully. Ashe. Let's do one more. Come on, card, pop up. Trying to get one to just kind of, okay. Strength. My strength comes from within and it radiates outwards to inspire and uplift others. Hopefully I uplift you guys with these and inspire and uplift you guys. I hope that is what these cards are doing. Okay, or me with my vlogs. I try. All right, and the last is the I am cards. Tweety probably already home. Okay. Okay. All of my emotions are a part of my human experience. See, we are all human, and my crazy emotions, you guys see, my ups and my downs is a part of this human experience. We are just spiritual beings living and existing in this human experience. Let's see which one we get. Okay, this one pops up. When I feel stuck, I get my body moving. I need to get moving. I need to start working out. Okay. I am all... Wait a minute. What? Oh. I can't read, y'all. It was like an offense. See, I couldn't. I am allowed to say no. Yes, I am allowed to say no. Sometimes it's hard for me. It really is. A lot of times I'll say yes when I really mean no. A lot of times I'll do things for people when deep down I really don't want to or feel like it, or when it affects me. Like I'll give and sacrifice myself for somebody else. I'll give my supply or my money or whatever it is. I'll give of myself or what I have to somebody else when they need it, and not thinking about me. Like I'll give it to them because I feel like I'll get it back. And if somebody, especially if it's somebody I love, I will sacrifice bills. I'll sacrifice whatever it is that they need for whatever it is that I have. Like I won't pay a bill of my own. I'll be late on my bill to help somebody else pay their bill. And I have to learn to pour from an overflow instead of from the cup that I have. And I just can't wait for God to give me an abundance and an overflow so I can give the way I love to give, because giving is my love language. I love to give to others and do for others and help others, especially my people that I love, my family, my kids. That's my love language. I just, I can't help it. That's who I am and how I am. But I have to learn how to say no. I really, this stupid little Tesla I was about to get over. I have to learn to say no when I can't, and only do when I can. That's a lesson in itself, and I don't know who that's for, but learn to say no and only give from your overflow. Because if you don't have it, you scraping the bottom of your barrel to help somebody else. I mean, what good is that doing to you? It's going to stress you even more, will make you work even harder. And a lot of times you don't even get thanks for it. You don't even get thanks for it. But that's a Pisces. I think most Pisces are like that, really giving and caring and loving and loyal people. But let me get off because it's like I got 5% on this battery remaining. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here, which this will probably end up being a vlog by itself because I rambled for like 15-20 minutes about the car. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to me rant, following me, watching me on my up and down journeys, knowing that this is a human experience. This is life. We're all human and we have emotions and we have feelings, we have anger, we feel all of these things. And thank you for allowing me to show that to you, my feelings, and being able to vent to you guys. And the camera died, so real quick, thank you for listening to me vent, like I was saying, and I appreciate you guys on purpose. And I don't think I said sawubona, sani bonani to all of my South African friends and to all of my friends on here, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Tanda, I love you on purpose if no one's told you that today. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.